Okay, in this video we're checking out the HGLRC Petrel120. Actually comes in two different versions. There's a 2 to 3S version, which is this one, and a 2 to 4S version with the 1106 motors. I actually don't have that version, so yeah, I can't tell you anything about that one, but I think it's on the same frame, same electronics, just different motors. So this frame here, 120 millimeters motor, stretch X frame, 2 millimeter bottom plate. Looks very similar to some other frames we've seen out there from some other companies I won't name. We got some 1103 motors here, 8000 kV, which is why it is maximum 3S. The stack can go 4S. I think all these components here can go 4S, but if you go 4S on this prop on this motor, probably going to fry the motor or the ESC, so don't recommend that. I'll show you the batteries I'm using here in a second. This is a new 16 by 16 stack from HGLRC. I haven't reviewed this one, but yeah, I guess you'll see the review of the stack here in this particular build. It's a 4-in-1 13 amp D-Shot 600 ESC F4 flight controller with MPU 6000 gyro, and then you have a power switchable video transmitter, 25 milliwatts to 400 milliwatts on the video transmitter with a micro FL connector and a whip antenna. This one here is the plug-and-play version. It comes with an XM Plus receiver, and you see the antennas here out the back. It comes with a Caddx EOS 2 camera. I think that is everything for what's in here, and it has a 470 microfarad 25 volt capacitor in the back there. TPU canopy, and if there's other specs that you would like to see, check the link down in the description. Also check the link down in the description for the 1106 motor version. That'll be down there as well. So this did come with a PID tune from HGLRC. I didn't really know exactly which batteries to use, so I just used some other ones that I've used on other similar type of builds. I used a 520 2S from G&B and a 300 3S from G&B. Performance is pretty good on both. Obviously you need a little more throttle on 2S on this battery. Get pretty good flight times, you know, upwards of 4 minutes on each. You get definitely better punch outs on the 3S 300 if you want to do freestyle, and you'll see that in the flight demo. It's a little bit on the loose side on the 2S, and the gains on the D gains specifically on the 3S should be reduced if you want to fly this. It's not bad. You can fly around it if you know what you're doing, but I did show in the flight demo how I got that to come out, so be aware of that. I'm just flying this completely on the stock tune it came with. You may need to do some minor adjustments, but it's a pretty decent tune out of the box. Okay, this is how much this weighs. I'm pretty sure this is going to be around 40 to 50 grams, somewhere in there. Yeah, it's like 58, it looks like. Yeah, 58 grams. And then here are the batteries I used. The 520 comes in at 28.5 grams, and then 300 3S coming in at almost the same way, 28 grams. So let's put these two together. So 2S battery together, 82.6 grams, and then with the 3S coming in about almost 87 grams. Now you probably noticed that I switched out the battery strap here to a shorter one because these batteries are kind of small. The stock battery strap that it came with is way too long. If you do this with the batteries I used, you won't be able to, the Velcro won't catch on anything. And you can see what the difference is in the battery strap length here. It's pretty significant how much longer it is unnecessarily. I think they're using this standard battery strap for some other builds with a bigger battery. Obviously with the smaller Toothpick, so you don't need a really big battery strap. I'll see if I can find a link to this one and put that down in the description. That's the only thing that basically this thing didn't work. I couldn't strap down the battery with this one, so I had to find my own. I happen to have a bunch of these from AMAX, so this is the one that I'm using in here, and it's actually a perfect size for the build. Anyway, overall I think this performs pretty similarly to a lot of the other plug-and-play bind-and-fly Toothpick class with this 1103 style motor. I'm going to give you a roundup comparison video a little bit later and compare it to some of the other ones that I've tested, and I'll give you my thoughts on that in a separate video. But for now, I'll show you the 3S flight here. You've already seen the 2S flight in the either upper left-hand corner or right-hand corner of this video. But if you have any thoughts or questions about this particular brand, this particular model, let me know in the comments below. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.